Yeah, of course we're live. You always do this every time. Hi, I hope you're doing all right. If you're watching this, which you are because you're on the video, I'm not great at this. It's the first. It's a morning stream for me. I never normally. I'm always doing these at like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, sometimes midnight, and then this time it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm up. I want to read the chapter. I doubt there's going to be anyone showing up just due to the time difference. So I'm just going to get into it. Yeah, cool. What Punchman 173 secret intel? You've got all the handsome boys on the front. They're the front cover for this one. All those pretty boys. Okay, read them. Okay. But Metal Knight sure did a sloppy job. We poured tens and hundreds of billions of the Hero Association funds to commission designs, but the defense robots blew up because of a malfunction? That's just awful. It's like road donations down the drain. I'm showing the image data from security cameras, but let's see what excuses he's going to come up with. The guy always ignores the HQ summoning orders, after all. He's just going to say it wasn't a malfunction, isn't he? That'd be a problem in itself, since the guy himself was bragging that it can repel any and all monsters. Oh, we actually see Metal Knight. No. Well, this is super interesting to start off with because the fact that this is going to cause tension because we can't trust Metal Knight. Level 4, level 7, level 9, level 10. Oh! Okay, so we see Metal Knight's face now. Dr. Beaufoy, hero name, Metal Knight. This is shocking. My newly completed defense system was destroyed. The level 10 robots can even had a proven track record of battling 2 previously captured demon-level monsters simultaneously and winning. What's more, the only one who did it was a total no-name from the Hero Association. Class A, rank 39, Kate Baldy. He's still a rookie. Passed to C class, passed into C. Oh, so we actually have a timeline of things as well now. Cool. Okay. Passed into C class 65 days ago. Promoted to B class 43 days ago. Promoted to A class 2 days ago. That's fast. Yeah. So I was thinking something like this would happen, that Metal Knight is going to get involved in Saitama more because obviously the inventions just got wrecked by him. He's going to notice. Yeah, cool. Let's break into the Hero Association's database. Maybe those guys are hiding some secret about Kate Baldy. Major accomplishments: suppressed the Hoodlum Ninja Sonic in Z City, assisted destroying falling meteor in Z City, so he was there. Assisted the defeating the leader of the Deep Sea folk in J City. Participated in the battle against the human monster Garo in Z City. That's it. His activities are normal. He's usually building a nice track record. There's some remarks. Physical fitness tests, new record holder. So that's all the association knows, but based on the videos, he's probably as strong as an S-class hero, maybe even stronger. He's already figured out Saitama. If by some chance he should become an enemy of mine, I'll keep an eye. Ooh, that's big. That's big if Metal Knight knows about Saitama. Mate, what most people don't get is within 4 pages, he's been like, I get him. It takes arcs and chapters to understand Saitama. And within he's analyzed the data and gone, yeah, he's strong. Keep an eye on this one. 2 days ago. Now then, the reason for today's emergency meeting is, of course, because of the numerous reports we received of unexplained phenomena occurring during the recent mission to wipe out the Monster Association. There's a high possibility they relate to the previous "the Earth is in trouble" prophecy. Until such time we can reconcile today's information and communicate our official position, I ask that everyone in attendance keep all information exchanged in this room strictly to themselves. Is that clear? Okay, so who we got? So we've got Sitch, Second Girl, Amai, all the boys from the front. Sure, understood. Well, I don't really mind, but I don't get why you want these. I don't get why you want things this secret. I don't get why you want things kept secret this late in the game. Even heroes have reported that it wouldn't be strange for somebody to turn to a monster at any moment. We should stay cautious. It's precisely because of that we should be certain about our information and countermeasures before we take anything public. Even if we announce it now, both heroes and the public would begin raising suspicions. It could create a mass panic due to fear and anxiety of not knowing when the next person next door can turn into a monster. Yeah. All right, you. The moment I see him, I just go, ugh, Wait a sec. I don't really get what you're talking about. Could you walk me through it step by step? You're saying that anybody could turn into monsters? Yes. Amai. Okay. Amai mask. Didn't you read the report at all? Unfortunately, I was caught up in a shoot. I'm just here as an advisory position, but my schedule after this is really tight. So just explain to me briefly if you could. I'm with Zombie and Flash, like this guy. I should be the one to start explaining then. I like to set aside 3 hours of time solely for Saitama Sensei's activities. You're missing the point then, aren't you? Let's leave the generous. Let's leave generous for last then. Zombieman, the Monster Association cadre homeless emperor that you battled with. Would you have any details to share about his unique case of monsterization? Yeah, he said that he was He said that when he was still a human, he was given divine power by something he called God. God? Woohoo! Here we go. During the fight, I found an opening and held him down. I was going to make him spill whatever he knew, but suddenly he just started crumbling into salt or ashes and dropped dead. God. That was the last thing he said. From the timing, it seemed he was just being shut up. Zombieman! Being protective, thank you. At that time, did you happen to hear anything being said to you telepathically? No. Oh, and Flash is going to share the information! While I was operating in the lowest parts of the hideout with Kate, Baldy, and Monaco, we ran into something. Monaco? Nothing. That thing was trying to grant us power, and if the vessel was not worthy, they would face forfeiture, it said. He was communicating directly into our minds. Oh, now that you mention that. In his last moments, he seemed to be hearing something from just how he was behaving. Oh, these boys are being clever, they're figuring it out. If we take the cause of Homeless Emperor's death to be this forfeit, we can assume that we both encountered this same God. God, huh? Couldn't it just be the work of any one of the Monster Association's leaders? After all, didn't Giro's real identity turn out to be a human Esper? If that's so, it would be unnatural for only one of the cadres to be granted this power. Enemies like that wouldn't be enough for Blast to go so far as to hide in the shadows and chase after. Blast? Oh, look at Sitch's face when they talk about Blast. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Sitch, you know something about what's going on with Blast, don't you? Huh? He said to send you his regards. Say what? Okay, let's learn some story. Come on. To tell you the truth, I've been keeping it hidden until now, but for the past 20 years, Blast has been continuously fighting this god you all encountered. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's stuff we knew, but just have confirmation on it's great. And and now these guys know about God. Sitch is like, God's a thing, guys. Come on. He, his partner, and a group of other many collaborators, they were searching for a mysterious cube that could turn humans into monsters. Partner? Whoa, 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 whoa! Who's this guy? Does Blast have a sidekick? Who is this guy? With the 2 swords. He a ninja? Yo, is he a ninja? Okay, let's look at this guy's outfit. He's got a map. He's got shades on like Blasted too. He's got it's like super ninja wear, right? He's got a gun though. Actually, maybe not. He's got like guns on his side. So instead of like, I hate saying this, like a Deadpool kind of guy, no, so I was gonna be like, he's a ninja, but no, like I think from what I see, he's got guns and swords. So he's probably more like just like a mercenary kind of character. Yeah, that box, huh? It has been handed down over time as a kind of communication device of this god. Some would call it a type of part. I don't know what that means. He had been collecting them, and together with his collaborators, attempting to analyze them. However, finally, 2 years ago, while Blast was battling Elder Centipede, he came into contact with God directly! What? I knew it! That thing that reached out to... Yes, that thing that reached out to Psycho's God! He refused the transaction of power and pitted himself against God. That's the first time I've heard of this. Wait, 2 years ago, though. Hang on. This is when Saitama was still in training. We need a timeline of this. Pardon me. He refused the transaction of power and pitted himself against God. That's the first time I've heard of this. At this point in time, the association couldn't have held a candle against such an opponent, even with all hands on deck. For starters, not a single one of our sensors was able to detect it. That's just like when God arrived during the fight with Garo, and we saw like the massive storms, but like we saw it, but they didn't see it. You're realizing that it'd be safer if only a small amount of, by only a small amount, if the other heroes and employees were unaware of the existence of God. But that's made it seem like he disappeared without giving so much as a reason, in order to protect everyone. Hang on, wait, what? Realizing it would be safer even if the other heroes were unaware of the existence. Okay, so by disappearing, like if he's around, then God's going to show up. So he's trying to do this to, yeah, okay. Well, if I had reported the actual situation to my superiors at the time, they would have probably just taken it as an excuse to avoid responsibility for letting the centipede escape anyway. Blast is searching for countermeasures on his own. I kind of figured the top rank S class would have a good reason for not showing himself whatsoever, but waging a one-man war so we couldn't get caught up in it. Hell of a hardball guy. That's too bad, though. If he had spoken about it sooner, Saitama Sensei, aka Skateboardy, could have resolved this already. Yeah, he could have. He'd look at Jones and be like, look, if you spoke up, Saitama could have dealt with this guy by now. And he could have. Okay. No. The only reason Blast was able to battle with God is because he's a person with the ability to manipulate space-time. No other heroes have such a means of doing things. Oh, that's why they got the time travel. Okay. Because now Saitama can kind of do space-time stuff. Sure, other heroes have no means of doing such a thing. Is that so? I wasn't able to fit it in my report, but I'm about to tell you something about a tactic that could help resolve this problem. He spoke to them. Wait, hang on. So these guys are going to be like, listen, Saitama, he's the guy, right? Okay, hang on. So Sitch, second girl, Flashy as well. Like, we know Flashy basically knows, she just refused to admit it. Zombieman and Amai are going to learn about Saitama too? What happened he spoke to them? What happened during the battle with Garo? Between Saitama, Garo, himself, and the other heroes? About 4 hours. Okay, so Amai doesn't know everything. Too long. Amai left early due to scheduling conflicts. That's so good. 90% of his speech was about Saitama. Hey, Flash, why are you sleeping? For a ninja, you're not particularly sensitive to gathering intel, are you? Intel is about substance, not size. There's no intel of greater value than about what Saitama Sensei. All right, calm down. But you claim he flew to Jupiter, destroyed it, and came back. And on top of that, you say he went back in time and changed history? That's a bit out there. Oh my God, I was like, they're going to learn, but this is so... They're like, wait, so he destroyed Jupiter, came back, then changed back to... Yeah, it sounds like such a fan fiction. Even the king was supposedly only managed to use the moon as a punching bag. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hang on, do they think King did that to the moon as well? No. Leaving aside the story's authenticity, look at Jonas's notes. We'll need to confirm with Kate Bordy about whether he really defeated Garo. About that, Sensei apparently has no memory of his battle with Garo beyond the midway point. Huh? If you want to sing the praise of your master, you could at least come up with a more believable lie. What did you say? Of course, because to them, it's just going to sound like some B-class hero be like, yeah, I defeated Garo. Yeah, I don't really remember the details. They're a bit fuzzy, but, you know, I did it. And then they're all going to think that Jonas is getting swindled by Saitama. Hey, hold on. If that's the case, we confirm by asking Garo, right? What did the police learn from their interrogation? He went with Silverfang to turn himself in, didn't he? Apparently, the shock of the final punch made him lose his memory. What's up with everyone somehow forgetting the most important part of things? Thank you, Zombieman! We don't have any definitive info at all. The one thing we can say, interaction with God's dimension has increased rapidly, Blast said. There might be something in our dimension that's summoning him here. Wait. So there's an actual connection between God and Saitama. Like, Is there an actual... Because that, to me, it seems blatantly obvious that God is... Okay, so there's an actual... I thought they'd go down a route where it's like, where God would do everything, and he'd be like, who are you? Eventually to Saitama. But like, God... So God might know something about Saitama, but that doesn't make sense. But why would God, if he knows that Saitama exists, not want to use Saitama as a host, or try and get into a situation where There's some things to think about God and Saitama now. Something that's still under investigation. Anyway, Blast will return to us soon with a plan for countermeasures. Until then, our top priorities are unity and solidarity. Because he supposedly strikes his bargains by exploiting the weak points of one's spirit. Unity, you say? Maybe that's why he can't... That's why. So the reason, because Saitama's very, like, he's got, like, a spirit that's not broken. Even, like, in the lowest points he's been in, he's not broken at any point. Yeah. Well, then. Yeah, go. Unity, you say? Well, then, I'm looking forward to seeing major reforms implemented in the association. If you hear anything from Blast, you need to contact Cape Baldy, Saitama-sensei. Then that's all we'll need for countermeasures. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, Demon Cyborg! Man, he sure is infatuated. You've got to kind of trust him, though. We could, like... Sitch, tell Blast something for me. Hurry up and finish this battle with this god or whatever so you can fight with me. I'll make you regret getting behind me. Okay, Flashy, let's calm down. See you. Hey, Flash! Solidarity, huh? Might be the most unreasonable request of all. In exchange for... Oh, and the callback! Because he had this conversation with Genus! In exchange for removing his limiter, he lost his hair. Someone who removed their limiter, huh? Yes! Up until now, I thought that Kate Baldy was one of Demon Cyborg's underlings. But it seems it was the other way around. With that level of infatuation, I have no idea how true his story is. Nonetheless, he could end up being a diamond in the rough. Okay. Everyone is so interested in Saitama now! Zombieman, Flashy, and of course, Metal Knight, Amai. Okay! Demon Cyborg definitely has what it takes to be in the S-Class. For this guy to captivate him so. The ideal hero. Oh, that's a good panel of Amai. End of chapter. And I do want to read this. Manga. That one's going to be writing verses. It sounds very interesting. Oh, that was a good chapter. Just from a lore standpoint of Sitch, Blast, God, that's explained actually out in the open now. These connections to Saitama, Metal Knight taking an interest, Flashy taking an interest, Zombieman now probably going to do some investigating and eventually take an interest. Of course, Genos is. But, even this connection that they're being God. God and Saitama have some actual link. Because, this would explain, the more... Yeah, because interaction with God dimensions has increased rapidly. There might be something in our dimension that's summoning him here. Is Saitama unwittingly summoning him here? Maybe by killing monsters? Top of the head, just pure speculation, because Saitama kills a lot of monsters and he always said there was no impact to that. But what if there is actually impact, because it was a sacrifice that it was the sacrifice of Orochi, right? That brought God here. So maybe it's in a similar way, the more monsters that get sacrificed, the more likelihood it is of being God, God showing up, maybe. Well, it started... It'll all come down to whenever we learn about how monsters started to show up, which obviously has some link to God, because Blast has been doing they were showing up a little. It was honestly about the time Saitama started training in, I think. No, it wasn't. Because they started showing up a lot more when Saitama was a kid, right? When Saitama, because they had that when he's back in middle school, there's a couple of notes that monsters started to show up a bit more frequently now. So something happened then in that period of time. I could do making a timeline. I might just make a timeline video for One Punch Man. That might be pretty good. Okay. Right, let's go to the chat. Let's see what people are doing. Oh, Oblatan. Hello. I know been alone with you, and hi. Hello. God help you, Genesis, on his hobby hop, mate. That was very good. I was expecting this big epic moment. This was a big moment for me, just so to go 4 hours. Am I left halfway through? Yeah, the truth is literally unbelievable. When Goro spoke about the abominable fist that defies God, we got our answer. As both Saitama and Goro have forgotten, the character seems to be a bit in the dark. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously the answer that, like, from obviously a logical story perspective, like Saitama's the hero, God's being set up to be this final boss. I feel like he is, at least, unless there's going to be right after this where, like, God's going to be the end of, like, whenever Saitama's an A class, it's going to be something that happens in an S class. But I think that's what's going to happen, at least. I think, yeah, God seems like a final boss. Yeah, so he is, that's true, he is the abominable fist that defies God. So maybe God is trying to get more power in that sense because he's scared of Saitama, where he's like trying to be like, oh, I can't deal with this. Like, I need to get stronger so I can deal with this guy. Maybe, I don't know. That's like these are all just ideas top of the head. There's no real kind of thought of it. Last few chapters of 164 gave it away. Okay. Flash, gotta be flashy. Yeah, Kate Bordy may not get the rankings, but he's getting recognition. Yeah. He's getting there, definitely. This seems to be like they're setting up a lot of this stuff right now. So to be fair, that's how the last arc started. Like all the B class stuff did was B class kind of started with King, Fubuki, like people starting to recognize Saitama a bit, and maybe that's how this is what they're doing here. Like I hope there's a few more of them. But we're getting to this point where people are learning and it's important stuff. I really did enjoy this chapter though. Yeah, very good. Like, I don't feel like I've commented on the art that much, but oof, good art, right? And then Blast's little partner. So he has a partner, not like I said a psychic. He has a partner, someone who, like, in theory, would be on a similar level to Blast out there. But they're not there anymore. They're trying to hide their face for like a reason, like obviously like to build tension for us. But they're hiding them, and like we at least see like glimpses of the others, so like the Boros, the Psychic, the Beast King. But this is interesting stuff. I want to know about Blast's partner as well. Good stuff. Yeah. I may read the webcomic, but this is still new in a good way. Oh, good. I'm glad it's new stuff. I like it. Oh, man, what a good chapter. I don't really have much to add on. I've just got to think about stuff, really. But yeah, that's it now. I hope you enjoyed this. I will bake. We've got more information for a timeline, at least, because like we've got even like how long Saitama's been in. I wouldn't mind making a timeline video, to be fair, where I just go over like this is how everything has happened up to this point in chronological order. But I don't know if that'd be a good idea just because webcomic stuff. People are like, well, actually, the webcomic. And yeah, cool. We saw Metal Knight's face too. That was great. Well, I'm done. Yeah, cool. Thank you for watching. If you like this, give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll talk in the comments. Please do. Okay, thank you. Bye.